Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I am Carol Massar, along with Tim Stanovic. Let's get to some stocks on the move on this Monday. We're joined by Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sikova here in studio. Palantir, yeah, we've been watching this one. It rallied and then it pulled back. So curious to see where we are right now.
Yeah, it rallied as much as 7%. Now we're up about 2%. It's coming off a pretty strong report. It raised its annual revenue outlook to $4.4 billion. The ticker, of course, is PLTR. It's all about artificial intelligence and data analytics products. It's one thing that they say is that the growth is otherworldly. But indeed, it is more than what analysts were expecting. Revenue increased 63% to about $1.18 billion. This is significantly higher than what analysts were expecting. And they were already coming into high expectations this year. The company is up 150% going into this earnings report. Perhaps this is one reason why the initial enthusiasm is a little bit tempered, still obviously positive. On the news, analysts on average estimated about $1.9 billion in earnings. And Palantir reported revenue above analyst estimates for 21 consecutive quarters.
Can we just share with you a stat? When we talked with our Max Chafkin, who's written a book about Peter Thiel, and of course, Peter Thiel, a co-founder of this company, and he reminded us, so this is a market cap of $491 billion.
Yeah, so that's close to $500 billion. Okay.
$500 billion. And adjusted revenue expected this year for 2025 is supposed to be about $4.2 billion.
Right.
I mean, so
it's a fair,
and then you look
observation.
at you look at PE, it's almost 500 times price to earnings. So it's just, he called it like meme-like. Yeah. But he didn't put it in the category of memes without any
meme-like
kind
in
of
the
fundamentals.
Sense of it has a lot of followers.
Yeah, it actually has a really big Reddit following.
Yeah,
really.
Yes, it's a popular. Obviously, that's one reason. And a lot of analysts have been questioning this growth, whether it can sustain, and they actually addressed it on the earnings call that there has been a lot of skepticism. But here we go again, that there is a beat, and we're seeing growth in terms of government and corporate and commercial business growth, which is one new area for the company that they've been pushing for some time.
From a company with a market cap of about $500 billion to one with $2.7 trillion.
Yeah.
Amazon.
We've been talking a lot about Amazon, and things have been looking good for their cloud unit. I feel as though for quite some time we were talking how it was behind. But after the earnings report, now we're seeing the cloud unit has signed a $38 billion deal to supply a slice of OpenAI bottomless demand for computing power. The ticker, of course, is AMZN. The stock gained 4% today. The OpenAI will pay Amazon Web Services for access to hundreds of thousands of NVIDIA graphics units. We saw from the earnings report, Amazon Web Services revenue came at $33 billion, an increase of 20%. That was the number everyone was looking at. And we saw the most positive reaction of Max 7 to an earnings report. So clearly things are looking well for that business. Obviously, Amazon has been trying to position themselves in the cloud business as a marketplace for a broad range of tools. They have a partner, Anthropic, which obviously it's on a crazy rally, but we're seeing a lot of optimism and new deals coming to Amazon that are definitely boosting the stock.
Can I also just talking about, coming off of earnings, you had 45 analysts raising price targets by an average of 11% on this company. And so, analysts are really bullish.
Really bullish. But here we go again.
Yeah.
Another day of gains.
Ares Management.
That's one company that has been on a tough ride, obviously connected with the mini crisis we've been seeing in private credit. But this is coming off earnings in private equity. The company posted 167% jump in earnings from secondary business. The ticker is ARES. The company was up about 5% today. It posted a surge in earnings tied to its secondaries business as institutional investors are continuing to sell. Obviously, we've been covering this in endowments. Big institutional investors have been moving to sell some of their private equity shares. And clearly, RS Management has been benefiting from that. The alternative asset managers reported 74 million of fee-related earnings from those secondary markets we're talking about. The vast share of new commitments were dedicated to private equity secondaries. They talked about private credit. Obviously, they addressed the famous cockroaches comment, but the RS CEO called the incidents idiosyncratic and isolated, and the stock gained on that.
All right. It's down about 12% year to date, but as you said, rallying in the Monday trade.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.